Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and myth. That's all you need to know about this video. This was a match that I played against Balance, and after the Hydra nerf, Balance has sort of fallen from grace, as it were, and deservedly so. Hydra was completely nuts, but they can still mess with your head a little bit. So you gotta really know how to play against a Balance, and you gotta use your strengths to your, I guess, best of your ability, and one of your strengths is this card, Stone Colossus. This ignores weaknesses, so I don't think I really need to say much more than that. You basically, if you spam buffs, and then just stone a bunch if they weakness, and then pigs if they don't, and then TC Minnow if they shield, Myth is in a very good spot. It's like, I don't know what the devs were thinking. I've said this so many times. I don't know what the devs were thinking when they gave Myth the ability to ignore any form of damage mitigation, but it's fun to play with if you're on the end that is giving this gameplay. So that is where I'm going to end off this little intro. I'll remake my deck real quick for y'all. It's real simple, to be completely honest. You basically just buff a lot and then just send your hits. That's what Myth is all about. So thank y'all for watching. I just started to do my outro. Hi Valcour. Alright, Anthony Deathbringer. What have we got here? It could be a balance. It could be a balance. So maybe a stun block just to kick off. That could be wavy. Insta brace. Is that what we're looking at? Yes indeed. Yes sir. Alright. So yeah, we've got some good cards on our hand. But I am gonna kick off with a stun block. So, yeah, I just don't want to be dealing with any of that. I don't think he'll PvE. I do have this card because my pet is just goated like that. So, yeah. But balances, they don't PvE. I don't think, at least. We'll have to see how that really ends up going. Alright, so he tower shielded. Fair enough. What if I just yoinked it? I think that's a move that could go hard. I think, I'm gonna just do it. And, he'll probably end up using, a Scales of Destiny or something, but I can hit and bub. I can Minotaur. I'm a Myth. I kind of have free reign over the match. Let's be real. It's hitting into the brace is... It's never not gonna be just the ass. 8-11, could have done more if he didn't have that, but... Surge Gen could be an interesting play. So what's that gonna be? Is that just gonna be a Scales just off the rip? Okay. So I do have more gens. And this would make a Scales way too good, so let's do this for now. So, keeping my pips low is sort of the name of the game here. But, if he goes for... Okay, let's see what he's up to then. Okay, so he did go for the Scales. Fair enough. I may hit and bubble. That, or I may wand hit. And then go for a pigs or something, maybe. Because it's this spell is the new Hydra. For those unaware, it does less, but the general effect is still the same. And if I do this, he does it again. So, all right, let's. I kind of wish I had more pips to work with, but I do still have that Surge in hand, so I can sort of just work with what I've got. I don't mind taking the hit and bub. It'll get that shield off of him, throw out a bubble of my own, and then, I mean, we'll see. He's probably going to go for Balefrost, because that's what they do nowadays. It's like before, you would see balances going for Dark Wind to buff up their Hydra, and now you see balances going for Balefrost to buff up their scales. So, ain't that something, Sam? Ain't that something? Alright, let's go ahead and change the bub. Let's just do it. And we'll see where we want to go from here. Alright, I could Surge. Or we could see what he wants to do. I could Reliquary this turn and bait the Aura Pop, but if that's going to be a shield stun block, okay, fair enough. So I just don't like using that against a balance. Let me just weakness right now. He's got that balance pip. We might be looking at a lore any minute now. Shift is not great. I could Blade Stone, or I could just Stone off rip, you know. Okay, he's going for that. Maybe I should have gone for another, or looked for another weakness. So because I have Bubble, if I bait the Lore Master, okay, he's got a Death Pip. I don't know what that Death Pip is for, but I could bait a Lore Master or a Mana Burn even, and then just like full send. So if he lures, I'll take a Stone and it'll outvalue just fully. And then if he doesn't lure, or okay, I did find a Minotaur. So let's see, what's it gonna be? Savage Paw, interesting. So it's a good move on his part. That much is true. 1700 is good damage. He keeps his blade. He can keep up the pressure. He has another Death Pip. Not really sure what that's for, I'll be honest. But I can just send this right back. So 1700 is the number to beat with this Ninja Pigs here. And I have 2 buffs on it. So Wiz, right? He does not have his brace anymore, so this is going to do mass. Yeah, 3820. That's a gain of about 2100, which in my opinion is pretty good. if I had to say so myself. So, Dark Surge. Right. So he's going to Dark Surge here, and then I do want to try to pull. Okay, maybe let's get rid of that. I want to pull a Pigs, but he has a lot of pips. I don't know what the Death Pips are for. If he's going for a Headless on a balance, that is kind of nuts, but at least I'm prepared for it, right? Did not pull the Pigs, so let's hope he weaknesses, right? Mana Burn, okay. No crit on the Mana Burn. So that is good for me, and I didn't even pull what I wanted right now anyway, so it is totally fine that he did that. Yeah, I'll keep what's in my hand. If I can pull a Yaga, that would allow me to create some really good pressure. So I've got 2 of the same blade up. Alright, I don't really want that. I don't want to do that either. But let's see what's up. Another burn? Or Obsidian Colossus. Okay, so Stone is good here. I can't say I've ever seen anybody use Obsidian Colossus, just because the damage on it is some meat. But it's like, as a myth, I am prepared to deal with this. Now, there is a very good chance, actually, that he just sort of gearheads this back over to me. And it'll do probably, like, I don't know, 800 damage or something like that. But the big hit here is what matters. So Let's count the rounds, maybe pull a shift if he goes for it earlier. So this will be the first round out of 4. Yeah, another 3,200. We are just out trading him at every turn. Probably won't use that. The move that I'm going to make right now is Dark Surge. So that's 1 round, right? Okay, so he did this. I know I have more shifts. So that's 1. This on me will be 2. So I need to pull the shift by next turn. Let's try to do that. And then that will definitely be my move, because I can just send it right on over to him. And get some more chip damage in. So he cannot mana burn me right now, actually. So that's good. And I did not pull what I wanted to. So tough, right? So I will be taking that Stone Colossus damage. But right now, I can take a pretty hefty Minotaur, and then out of it, I can Keeper. So that is the play. So I'm going to take that damage. Next round. Kind of sucks that I just didn't pull shift, but yeah, you know, you come to expect that. But I ended up getting much more out of this than I had originally bargained for. Because, I mean, look at this. TC Minnow is really, really good in this situation. Another 2,700 to me. It's like, we're doing good. We are doing a good job right now. And I can Blade again. I can look for another Minotaur. You know, like, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. So, I mean, he's got pips. Okay, let me... Alright, so... Yeah, I want to keep the snake. Okay, 1175. That did a little more than I was expecting, but we're still very much in the game. I want to see if I can't pull something very specific. Okay, that's above, then good for me, right? It is. Okay. So I pulled my bubble at the perfect round, actually, because this will allow me to keep building up shad pressure. So that's going to be pretty good, and yeah, let's do it. I know my third splash is swimming around in there somewhere, so, you know, if I have to use it, then I guess I will. But, alright, what we got? Is that a Balefrost? He did it pretty fast, so it is a Balefrost. So, Balefrost, I'm pulling all my Time of Legends at just the perfect time, so you love to see that. And while we're bubble fighting, I build up the tempo to pull off a Keeper into Snake Charmer combo. And all I need is these pips right here, these 6 pips. And I will be able to do that. I can do it, like right now, actually. I can go for the Keeper into the Snake. Like, I've got 87% shad gauge. Like, I am good to go. Or I can just win. Or I can just win, you know? Or I can just win. It's a thing that I can do. I could just win. I'm a myth wizard. Without a care in the world. All of that strategizing that I was just doing a moment ago, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're a myth wizard. You don't need to strategize. Just say stone. Just say stone and win. Truly, the life of the myth wizard. But yeah, GG's Anthony. You did well for what it's worth, but I'm a myth wizard, and that's how it goes. So, how about that? You actually had a pretty good setup running. I have... Okay, his pips are good. Oh, but his Pierce is a little low. I don't know if he intended for that. But... yeah. GG's, my guy. Oh, I gotta bring it on his bat. That's tough. Well, that's where I'm gonna end off. I know it's only one short little match, but you know. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I have been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all later.